Hey there. Okay, I'm going to tell you how to use the keyword feature of your Easy Blast. So when you want to create a keyword, there's a couple ways that you can utilize this feature. The first way is if you want to have a group in your Easy Blast account. Groups are called lists in here. So a list and a group are one and the same. So for example, let's say for your unit meeting, like I have a unit meeting word that all of the consultants who attend my meeting can text the word Omaha to my Easy Blast number. So my office number is what I tell them that is. And they text the word Omaha and it automatically puts them in my Omaha consultant group. So when I want to send out an announcement or a reminder or something to all of those consultants, they will automatically be in that group, the ones who want to receive the text message reminders and announcements. So they text the word Omaha, it automatically puts them in the group for me, and then they'll start getting those messages from me. So that's one way of utilizing it. If you want people, if there's people that want to join a certain group or they want to get added to something, because the groups also sync, the lists, the groups, list groups, they sync with your BombBomb as well. So everything that you create in Easy Blast as a list, they will also be in your BombBomb, so you can send out emails to them and text messages to them. It just, they sync together, which is awesome. So that's one way to use the keyword feature. The other way is if you want, someone wants to receive some specific information from you. So example, if consultants want to get a script from you to set up leadership training calls and they want to know what to say, they could text the word leadership, for an example, to you, to your Easy Blast number. And as soon as they text that word, they will automatically receive an automated response, which is the script that you have put together. So they can set up so that when they text a word, it adds them to a group. It'll always add them to a group or, list. It'll always add them to that when they send you that word. And when they do that, they can receive like whatever you set for them to receive as a text message back, or they can receive nothing if they're just using it to be added to a specific group. So to set it up, you go to your text messages, this text tab, and you will create a list. So if say you want to do the leadership list, you would go to add list, you would type in leadership. I've already created the group, so I'm not going to add it, but you would just hit add. Then you would refresh. I always hit this refresh button after I do that because sometimes it doesn't automatically like register, but I've already done that part for you, so we're not going to do that right now. So you would go to keywords. Then you would find your list. I have a bazillion lists in here because I do lists for lots of different things. So yours is not going to be this lengthy, most likely. But you would find the leadership list, that group right there. And you would go over here and you would edit it. And you would make, so the list name and the keyword don't have to be the same. So this could say, the group name could say leadership script if you wanted it to, but then the word that they would text you would be leadership or whatever you wanted to say. And then this would be the reply text and it would be the script, whatever the script was that you wanted it to send. You can also add a picture so that they get a picture right away when they text that word. So I'm not really setting that up at this moment, but that's how you set it up. So then you would save it. So for example, let's see, where's my Omaha one? Okay, so when they text the word Omaha to me, it automatically puts them in my Omaha unit meeting group, and then it sends them this message. Thank you, you've been enrolled to receive our skincare studio text updates, blah, blah, blah. So that's one way of doing it. Like I also did it for like a Christmas thing. I would have consultants would text me the word Christmas and it would put them in my 12 Days of Christmas challenge group, and then each day they would get a text message. So if you want it to be something where they're getting multiple different messages from you, so it's not just that reply text, but they get one like every day. Like say it's a new consultant series and they're going to text you the word new and it puts them in the new consultant series. And then every day they get a different text from you. Like, I don't know if you'd really want to do that, but that's just an idea. So that would be called a campaign. So this is how I use campaigns. And there is like an endless amount of ideas that you can do with this. But a couple examples for me. I have my referrals. So in my referrals, I created a list called Whitney's Referrals. So that's how that got there. You have to add the list. And then I made it a campaign. So if you were going to, let's go back to campaigns. You would do add a new campaign. The start date would be like today. And then the list, you would add whatever the name of the list is. And then you could create a different name for it if you wanted to. But I use the list, Whitney's Referrals. And then this is the first message that goes out to them. So as soon as they're added to the list. So my assistant goes in, she takes all my referrals, she adds them all in as new contacts into Easy Blast, and she adds them to the Whitney's referral list. Within an hour of them being added to the list, they will receive this first message. And then I have an image that attaches to it, so there's an image that goes with it. And so if they do not respond to me within 3 days, because you can also set this amount, within 3 days they will get this message. If they still do not respond to me, then within 3 days they will get this last message from me. You can edit these by clicking on that, and you can put the months, the weeks, days, hours, or whatever that they get the next message. I do the same thing with my new consultants and their leadership training list. So when they give me their list of their 10 people they want to do for their pearls, my assistant enters them in as new contacts into my Easy Blast. She adds them to the leadership training list. Within an hour, they get this first message. And then 2 days later, they will get this message. 2 days later, they will get this message. So if you notice on here, I put hi, %, first name, %. This is sender. I am helping referred with her new business. Okay, so when you go to a contact, so let's just go back to the home page. So this is my home page where all my messages are of all the people that I'm responding to and need to respond to still. So so like Kayla here. So if we click on here, Kayla is a leadership training appointment that I'm scheduling for McKenna. And so I have Kayla's name here. So when it texts her, it puts her first name, it auto puts it in there for me. And then it already has my name, like as part of setting up Easy Blast. When you put sender's name, it will just automatically put your name in there for you. And then I put referred here. So for a leadership training call, obviously she's not a referral, but I put the consultant's name because that's what it's going to put when I put the referred % thing there. It'll put that consultant's name there. So it'll say, I am helping Michaela with her training, blah, blah, blah. If you're doing referrals, then I put the person that they referred's name is here, obviously, and then as the contact, and then I put whoever referred them. So then it says, so-and-so gave you a pampering package, it will automatically put their name in there for you. So when you're adding in the contact, you're putting either like who the consultant is that you're doing the training for or who the person is that referred them in that box there. You could also utilize these for other things if you wanted to. But then they put them in, so like this is a leadership training one. So she was in this group. That is where she was at when my assistant added her in as a new consultant. But after she responded to me, what I do is I click on that little edit box to open up this window. As soon as she responds, I uncheck this and then I hit update. It's going to say, are you sure you want to save them without, they're not in a group or a contact list? You say okay, because yes, that's what you're wanting to do. But the reason that I do that is that way she doesn't get that second follow-up message in 2 days or 3 days or whatever you have set. So you have to remove them from the group so they don't get the other messages in the campaign. So for this situation, like what I use it for referrals and leadership training calls and things like that, I don't want them to keep getting the messages after they've obviously already responded to me. But if it's like a consultant, new consultant like series campaign, or a training, red jacket series thing or whatever, that they get a text message once a week, or whatever you're using it for, you obviously wouldn't have to remove them from that group. They would just keep getting it automatically. But for something like this, that's how I do that. So lots of ways that you can utilize this. My internet's being kind of slow, so it's not loading this page again. But anyway, there you go. Hope that helps you.